Good morning, students. How are you all? Are you all fine? I think yes, you might be fine. We are going to continue our lesson. Yesterday's our lesson, which we started, is the sentence construction. What is the name of the lesson? The sentence construction. Now, what is this sentence construction? How to construct a sentence? To construct a sentence, what we need? First of all, we need alphabets. Correct? In alphabets, what is there? In alphabets, letters are there. How many letters are there? There are 26 letters which we need in, or which are there in alphabet. How many letters are there? There are 26 letters in alphabets. Correct? Those letters, when we put them together, what we form after letters, we form what? We form words. When we take 2, 3 letters together, what we form? We form words. Correct? Next thing is, when we collect or when we make group of words together, what we form? We form a sentence. And then how this sentence is constructed? It requires what? It requires verb, it requires subject, it requires predicate. Understood or not? It requires noun, it requires pronouns, it requires adjective, it requires verb, it requires adverb. Correct? It requires what? It requires 8 parts of speech. Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, then preposition, conjunction, interjection. We need all 8 parts of speech in some sentences. I am not telling you every sentence requires all 8 parts of speech, but with the help of these 8 parts of speech, which we have studied in 4th standard, correct? Those 8 parts of speech also is required for what? Sentence construction. Now we are talking, what we were talking about? We were talking about how to form a sentence. When we construct a sentence, it requires 2 things. One is subject and the other one is predicate. What is required? Subject and predicate. Now in yesterday's period we studied about subject. What is subject? Now already again I have written, or it is written on the board, subject. Subject of a sentence. It is short form I have written, okay? Subject. Subject of a sentence is a doer of action. What it does? It is a doer of action. Who is doer of action? The subject of the sentence is what? Is a doer of action. Who does action? Whatever action is done. For example, yesterday one sentence was given. Rahul acts like Robin Hood. Rahul is what? Rahul is subject. Now what this Rahul is doing? Rahul is doing acting of, or acts like Robin Hood. So acting is what? Acting is an action which is done by whom? Rahul. So what Rahul is what? Rahul is subject. Next sentence which we studied yesterday was of a computer is an electronic device. Now what is electronic device? Computer. So a computer is what? A computer is subject and is an electronic device. It is another part of sentence that is called predicate. Okay. So here it is told that subject of a sentence is a doer of action, who does action. Subject, it can be either noun or pronoun. On the doer case, sometimes it can be noun. Now which Rahul acts like Robin Hood. Rahul is what? Rahul is a noun. Noun means what? Naming word. Naming word means what? Name of a person. Correct? Name of a boy you can say, or name of a person. So what it is told that Rahul is a doer of action in the sentence. And then Rahul is what? Rahul is noun. If instead of Rahul we will add he likes to, or he acts like Robin Hood. He is what? He is pronoun. I told you yesterday nouns and pronouns. Nouns means what? Name of a person, name of a place, name of a thing, name of animal, name of birds, name of animals, birds. Okay. And then pronouns are what? Pronouns are I, we, you, he, she, it, they. That we have studied in last year's English grammar. Right or not? There was a tune. I, we, you, he, she, it, they. Do you remember? You all used to sit in the class and then I used to say, come on students, start pronouns. Then you were immediately starting with what? I, we, you, he, she, it, they. And when we use pronouns and nouns in the sentence, they are many times what? They are subject. Subject means what? Doer of action. Next sentence which is told about subject is what? It is also called naming part of a sentence. Subject is also called what? Naming part of sentence. When we will ask question, who acts like Robin Hood? Then you get what? Rahul. Rahul is what? Naming part. It is the name of a person. It can be name of animal. It can be name of bird. So subject is also called. It is also subject is also called what? Naming part of sentence. Now if in exam question will come, please underline naming part of sentence. You should not get confused. Or naming part of sentence never we have studied. Remember, teacher has told you, Manju ma'am has told you that naming part of a sentence means what? Naming part of a sentence means subject. When we divide sentence in two parts, one part is subject and the other part is predicate. Subject is also having another name. What is that another name? Subject is also called naming part of a sentence. What it is called? Naming part of a sentence. How noun is having another name? In lower classes we have not studied nouns. What you have studied in UKG also, I think so nouns were there, what I don't know, but then in first standard, second standard, third standard, never you have heard word noun. Everywhere it is called naming words, naming words, naming words, naming words. And when you come in fourth standard and I think so in third standard it is there nouns. When you come in third standard, then immediately you start with nouns. Then you say, what is this nouns? We don't know this nouns, correct? You say like this. But nouns means what? Nouns means naming words, correct? There are some words which have two words are there, meaning is same, and it is used in English grammar. In same way, subject is also called what? Naming part of a sentence. Noun is called what? Naming words. Understood or not? You also have two names or not? If someone is having, someone's name is for example Priya, then she is called at home Pari. Understood or not? Then what it is? It is the name of a same girl. In same way, noun and naming word is same. Noun and naming word means what? Name of a place, name of a animal, name of bird, name of thing. In same way, subject is also called what? Subject means what? Doer of action. Then naming part of sentence is also called what? Subject only. Have you understood? So that is what we studied about subject. Subject is a doer of action. Subject can be either noun or pronoun. Subject is also called naming part of a sentence. Now we are going to study today is predicate. What is predicate? Predicate tells us something about subject. Remaining part of sentence tells something about who? Something, it tells about something subject. So here it shows that predicate tells us something about subject. Predicate of a sentence tells something about subject. Predicate also or predicate always begin with a verb. Predicate always begin with a verb. Now in yesterday's sentences only, if I will take Rahul acts like Robin Hood. How does Rahul act? Then what is your answer? What will be your answer if I will ask you for predicate? What does Rahul do? Then what you will say? What does Rahul do? When such question is asked, then what will be your answer? The answer will be acts like a Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Now acts. Acts is what? Acts is a verb. Acts is what? Acts is a verb. In any sentence, the words which shows action. Are you understanding or not? Action is shown. Now acting is done by whom? Acting is done by Rahul. Okay, so question is asked what? What does Rahul do? You don't have to write down answer in full sentence. Now you have to only give answer in short. What does Rahul do? Acts like a Robin Hood. Who acts like Robin Hood? When you give answer Rahul, then Rahul is subject, and acts like a Robin Hood is a predicate. And predicate always starts with verb. Act. Acts means what? Acting. You know to do acting. Yes or no? Someone does acting of hero, heroines. Act is what? Acts means what? It is an action. Acting you do. Yes or no? Then jump, run, smile, laugh, cry. These all words are what? These words are action which you do. These all words are what? Action which you do. And the words which tells about actions, or the words which does action in the sentence, those words are known as verb. So acting is done by whom? Acting is done by Rahul. So acting is what? Verb. Understood? There is second sentence which we studied yesterday was, what was that sentence? A computer is an electronic device. Then when question is asked, what is a computer? If question is asked to you, just a minute, I will write down here. A computer is an electronic device. When we read this sentence, if I will ask you what is an electronic device, then you will tell me, ma'am, a computer. So a computer is what? A computer is subject of a sentence. Computer is doing what? It is doing some work. So doer is what? Computer is a doer of action. Okay. Then is an electronic device is a predicate. If I will ask you what is a computer, if I will ask you question, what is a computer, what answer you will give me? Now you have to start your answer with verb. Okay. You don't have to write your answer in full sentence. Only you have to start your answer with verb. What is a computer? Computer. You have to write down the answer from here. Is an answer is an electronic device. Now here what is what? Is verb. Are you understanding or not? Now you will say, ma'am, is not verb. How you can tell is verb? That you will study in further class. Some more chapters are there. In that is, was, they are what? They are verbs. They are which verbs? They are auxiliary verbs, and there are auxiliary verbs and there are helping verbs. That I will explain you further. So is what? Is verb. Action is done. Is. आहे. Is म्हणजे काय? आहे. Computer आहे काय? आहे ही action. So is what? Verb. And we have started with answer with is an electronic device. In this way, the doer of action is subject and the predicate tells the words which tells more about subject. Those words are known as predicate. Understood? Subject is what? Subject is a doer of action, right? And the predicates are what? Predicates tells something more about subject. Those words are the words which tells more about subject. Those words are known as predicate. And the subject means the words which tells, or the words which does action in the sentence. Correct? Who does action, or sometimes the nouns are there, pronouns are there. Then subject can be also what? It was written over here. Subject can be either noun or pronoun. Subject is doer of action. Then more, what was told about subject? What was told more? I told you more about one sentence. More about subject was told. It is also called a naming part of a sentence. In this way, we have studied about subject and predicate. Now, in lesson, examples are given here. Given below are some jumbled words. Rearrange and punctuate them to form a meaningful sentences. This part of lesson I will send you tomorrow. Okay? In tomorrow's period we will take it. And when we complete this, you will have to write down in your English grammar notebook. Okay? Thank you for today. And we are going to write down in same sentences what is subject, what is predicate. That also we are going to write down. So tomorrow's homework is what? I will send you photo of these sentences. You have to write down these sentences in your English grammar notebook. Okay? Thank you.